In July of 2018, 32-year-old software engineer Mohammed Azan wanted to go on a picnic with three of his friends in a city in southern India called Bidar. Little did Mohammed know, but days before, the townspeople in Bidar had been using a private messaging app called WhatsApp to exchange back and forth messages warning about local child abductions. After Mohammed's friend was seen giving leftover chocolate from the picnic to local kids in the area, the townspeople started exchanging back and forth messages on WhatsApp with unfounded accusations that Mohammed and his friends were the child abductors. Soon, a mob of over 32 men and women formed around the group and began to beat them brutally. The police found Mohammed alone, badly beaten, and dead. Mohammed's brother was quoted as saying, "My brother was killed by fake news." Today we're going to talk about the dangers of increased worldwide use of the private messaging app called WhatsApp. Violent attacks and election fraud are just the beginning. Hi everybody, I'm attorney Ian Corzine, and this is The Heart of the Matter. If you like videos about the legal side of social media, well then like the video and subscribe, and stay tuned to the end when I'm going to give you something that I think is going to be really useful for you. Let's start with what WhatsApp actually is. WhatsApp has over 900 million users worldwide. It was started by two computer programmers, Brian Acton and Jan Koum, who were libertarians, and they deeply believed in privacy and anonymity. Facebook bought WhatsApp in 2014 for $19 billion. It was their largest acquisition ever. WhatsApp is technically not social media. It's a private messaging system, kind of like text messages on your mobile phone. While WhatsApp is a private messaging system, there are no servers that hold copies of the message. Every message goes from person to person, and it is encrypted and anonymous. In WhatsApp, you can send one message to 256 people at a time. Additionally, you can forward a message to 20 people at a time. The unique thing about WhatsApp is that it strips away the original creator's contact information when you forward the message. In areas where hardline internet access is not available, people form groups, WhatsApp groups, and they're centered on topics like soccer or their favorite music band or political affiliations. Do you think you understand what WhatsApp is? If so, write good in the comments. If not, write need info in the comment section below. So was Mohammed's tragedy an isolated incident? What is the big deal with WhatsApp? Well, here are the facts. In 2018, 24 people were killed in India because of WhatsApp's fake rumors. In the first round of the 2018 Brazilian presidential election, of all the political messages on WhatsApp, only 8% were true. In Mexico, images of death and torture on WhatsApp are being used to influence the outcome of their presidential election. And the FBI is really concerned that Russia and China and Iran are using WhatsApp to undermine our confidence in American institutions and affect the outcomes of the midterm 2018 elections and perhaps the 2020 presidential election. So is anything being done to protect us and frankly the world from dangerous misinformation on WhatsApp? The answer is yes, sort of. WhatsApp has limited the ability to forward messages to only 20 people. It used to be 256. WhatsApp has labeled all forwarded messages forwarded. In October of 2018, Facebook created a war room, and this war room's sole focus was to search the internet and to find dangerous instances of misinformation and correct them. You know, the problem with Facebook's war room is that they can't see the WhatsApp messages. They're encrypted, they're anonymous, and they're not on a central server that allows them to read the messages, identify whether or not they're false information, and then correct the record. So what are the positions people are taking on WhatsApp? Well, the proponents say that WhatsApp is really beneficial because in areas where there's no hardline access or people can't afford the internet, they can't afford cell phones, and that allows them to communicate to their family or their friends about instances of daily life. And it's true, WhatsApp does get the message of lesser known candidates out to the masses. WhatsApp is totally private and therefore protects the free expression of ideas. WhatsApp is free, and frankly, it does assist in voter turnout. But what do the opponents say? They say that WhatsApp can spread vicious rumors like wildfire. They also say that it's easily abused by powerful interests who can hack the system and send out thousands of messages of disinformation. Opponents also say that WhatsApp is insidious A lot of times the messages are forwarded from family and friends, and therefore they're more trusted than conventional social media. The unique part of WhatsApp is that the messages often travel from person to person, with each person not knowing where they came from. So they're innocent in the process, and they just keep passing on the bad news over and over again. So what do we do to solve this problem? Well, I have two suggestions. One is we have more elaborate sign-up procedures for WhatsApp. A lot of times people are just using anonymous cell phone numbers to create accounts. There needs to be some sort of verification of accounts so that big corporate interests can't come in, create thousands of accounts, and send out thousands of bad, untrue rumors. The second thing that WhatsApp should do is to eliminate message forwarding. You can't have it both ways. If you have an encrypted, private messaging system, you can't allow forwarding of messages that we don't know the source of those messages. They could be false information, they could be dangerous information that threaten our elections and threaten our lives. Now you know my position on the dangerous rumors created by WhatsApp, but I'm really interested in knowing what you think. If you think that WhatsApp should stay the same and have no change, write no change in the comments. However, if you agree with me and you think that WhatsApp needs to change their policies to prevent this misinformation, then write change in the comment section below. When I was researching this video, I prepared a legal brief on WhatsApp. If you'd like to access that legal brief, it might be useful for you to understand the issues about WhatsApp and the misinformation controversy. You can go to the top of the description section, click on that link that you'll see there that says legal brief, and then you'll have access to that legal brief and you can use it to be able to better understand this issue. Also, for more in-depth discussion of the topics we talk about in Heart of the Matter, go to the description section. I've left a link there to the Heart of the Matter social media influencers group. If you'd like to join the group, click on that link and you can get some more in-depth discussion of the topics we talk about in our YouTube channel and also some free legal templates. If you'd like to watch more videos on the legal side of social media, well, give me a like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell button. If you hit that bell button, you'll be notified every Wednesday when a new Heart of the Matter video comes out. So today we talked about the misinformation problem of WhatsApp, but there's also a controversy on the internet about fair use. If you want to watch my video on fair use, click the card above. Okay, see you next time.